Hello folks, it's Sarah here from the Sarah Smith System. Thank you so much for tuning in. This little mini training is on sales. So I know that sales freak a lot of people out and they feel that sales are sleazy, that they're pushy, that you're forcing people to buy a service or a product that they don't actually want, but that's not true. Sales are simply a transference of emotions that happen. So the issue with a lot of health and fitness coaches, a lot of personal trainers, a lot of gym instructors, a lot of maybe nutritionists, strength and conditioning coaches, and wellness coaches, etc. The problem is that they're making business decisions often based on their limiting perspective on what the client needs. So what a lot of coaches are doing is they're selling to their clients based on what they think the client needs, not actually tuning into the client and what they need. And I'll give you an example of that. If you're a personal trainer or a health coach and you work with, maybe you do transformations for fat loss and for health, and you've got a client there and they've got, maybe some issues around food, some emotional issues, and maybe they also want to drop a bit of body weight, maybe they've got high blood pressure and some other issues, and you know that 6 weeks of a program isn't going to cut it for this client, okay? So if you know that, you're going to get on the phone with a client and try to sell them into a 6-week package that you know isn't going to work for them really and help with like those nutritional issues or emotional eating or weight, and you know that a year package would create a transformation, but you don't actually mention a year package to your client, based on your own limiting belief. But when I got business mentors, and my business mentors taught me that people want packages for a year, okay, whether it's in yoga, Pilates, strength and conditioning, personal training, nutrition, whatever you're doing, people want to know they're sorted for a year, they have an option to pay up front or in installments, and that they're with that coach for a year and they're going to get a transformation. But I see loads of personal trainers and health and fitness coaches just not even offering that because of their own limited belief. So they're making decisions based on what they think clients need, but they're not actually realizing that it's a decision made on their limiting belief, on your own limiting belief, okay? So what your job is to powerfully get your clients to commit, okay? So if you're a strength and conditioning coach, if you're a kettlebell coach, if you're a Pilates coach, a yoga teacher, a personal trainer, maybe you're a Zumba instructor, a fat loss coach, a female transformation coach, your job is to powerfully get your clients to commit. Obviously not if they're a good fit, because you don't need that energy and they don't need that energy, But they're going to achieve results if they commit. Any clients that worked with me, both in my fitness studio in Ireland and online, committed to a year or even more, and their results were phenomenal. The other reason their results were phenomenal was because of the price that I charged. So if you continue as a personal trainer or health and fitness coach to play small and just keep selling low-end offers, your results are always going to be medium, because when you pay attention. And it's not to say you can only get results if you've got money. That's not true. But when you go all in and you pay the price, you will show up and you will get results, as opposed to going half in and going, well, it's only €1,000 I lose, or it's only 500 I lose. It's very, 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 very psychological. So your job, and what's really, really necessary for you to do is to be in your power when you're in that conversation with a client, in that whole process, because you know that they will achieve the results, when they pay a premium high-end price and when you deliver a high-end service. So sometimes you need to take a stand with a client, and it's going to be uncomfortable, because sometimes it's necessary for you to spell out to them where they're at and what it's going to take and what's going on with them for this result to happen. And that takes some emotional intelligence to do that, and it takes guts to do that, to take a stand. If a client's going, no, I just can't lose weight, I've tried everything and anything, it's my metabolism, it's my age, it's this, it's that, and you know that it's to do with emotional eating, and you know that it's to do with them just not actually getting clear on what they want, for example, you know, if you want to be a mouthpiece that's like, yeah, sure, Mary, let's do 6 weeks and you can drop the weight, you go ahead and do that, yeah? Or what you do is be fucking real about it, and you sit with that client and you have a bit of an uncomfortable conversation and you take a stand and you show up powerfully and you say, look, I don't do 6 weeks. You're not going to get a transformation in 6 weeks. I do a year, or I do 6 months. And have that powerful conversation, because that's what it's going to take to them to step forward and commit and show up fully and get a massive result, yeah? But low-level packages, you know, they often just don't get results because the client doesn't care about the money that's lost, and you're also not as committed. And what happens when you do those low-level packages, anyone watching who is in the health and fitness industry probably knows this pattern. I had it for years, where you undercharge and you undervalue yourself, and then you end up being the sacrificial lamb, where you're exhausted, you're overworked, you're completely resentful towards your clients, you're not fully committed, and neither are they, and they're cancelling and things are coming up, yeah? And that is all because of your enrollment process. So that's all because of your enrollment process, which is how they make contact with you from start to finish. Do they fill in a form, like a Google form? Then do they get on a Zoom call with you or a phone call? How do you show up? How do you deliver yourself, okay? That result there that I spoke of like the client not really getting results, you being really pissed off and exhausted and resentful, that's because of your onboarding process. So when I was in Boss Lady and I built that business in 2 years online, a whole movement for women, yeah, I had an onboarding process which was, these are the times I'm available. Okay, I didn't say to the client, when are you available? It's like, well, I'm the catch here, so here's my Google Calendar, pick one of them and book in, yeah? Next thing is asking them leading questions in your Google form and showing up powerfully there, saying, you know, what did you try before? Did you get a result? Where do you think you're struggling? You know, what do you want? That type of thing. That's the onboarding process, so that when you get on the telephone with them, you're very, very clear on where they are and where they need help, okay? But if you're just giving phone calls and video calls to clients that you think might be a good fit, free and willy-nilly, and that client is in charge and directing the conversation, you're not going to get anywhere, because you're the catch, you're the leader. You need to show up as a leader, yeah, on that process. And just because you're afraid of taking a stand, just because you're afraid of making people possibly feel uncomfortable with your prices or feel uncomfortable with the reality of where they are, okay, then that's why you're not making the sales. That's why you're leaving money on the table. It's because you don't want to be uncomfortable with speaking about the service you deliver and the results that you get, okay, because you actually don't believe in it yourself. And if you don't believe in it yourself, how are you going to get somebody else to believe in it? Okay, so you need to fully show up and believe in what you are doing, yeah? Because this business is not about you. Like, this is business, guys, this is business. It's not about you. You need to separate yourself from your art. It's about how you can take a stand for your clients and show up for them. Like, if you can't show up powerfully for yourself, then it's going to be hard for you to show up powerfully for your clients. If you're not completely and utterly taking care of yourself, in your fitness, in your mindset, like your meditation, your state management, in how you eat, how you live, then you're not going to be showing up fully for clients either, and you're not going to be as resilient to when you do get a no on the phone, because I got 10 million zillion no's. I got people hanging up on me. I got people laughing at me for my prices. I got, you know, people just not answering even though we'd arranged a sales call, etc. Okay, but I know how to separate myself from my art. It's not me, that's my work. But you're taking it personally and then not taking action, okay? So, like, I don't, in the Sarah Smith system, in my powerful mentoring program, my 12-week program, I'm helping health and fitness coaches to kind of launch and build and grow and expand online without the overwhelm stress. And yes, I've got sales is in one of my modules, but I don't actually teach sales, okay? What I teach is mastering your own leadership and stepping into your power, not using a script, not using this thing of, you know, scarcity all the time of, you know, well, if you get off the phone to me now, you're probably never going to do it, and you know, all this stuff, scare tactics. No, it's about you owning it. And that's what I teach in the Sarah Smith systems, and that's why I get amazing results, is because I help you to become the leader that you are, to really show up as you, and to not use a cookie clutter sales technique of trying to highlight the pain, then No. This is about an exchange of energy. That's what this is, okay? So if the power isn't there, they're going to see it. If you are like, yeah, I'm offering a year personal training package, for fat loss, like it's kind of good, and this is kind of how you sign up, I think. Maybe the link is working. Like, that's not showing up powerfully. It's like, when we get on the phone, I'm going to be asking you 3 questions. Yeah, is that cool? Okay, great. Then you can talk. But before that, just to see, are you a good fit with me in my service so as not to waste my time and your time? I'm going to be asking you 3 questions. Is that cool? And they're like, yeah, okay. If they say no, we'll say we can't really bring this forward because that's a vital part of my onboarding process. Okay? So it's like I'm trying to teach my mentees how to be empowered, how to actually be empowered, and how to own that power and how to use it and how to feel into, I don't even call it sales anymore. It's a conversation. I don't even call it sales anymore, okay? It's to feel really embodied in that sales process. It's for you to feel so embodied in that sales process and not to push your money mindset onto other people. That's your shit. That's your deal. Deal with it. You can't presume that what experience you have or are having, your clients are having the same. That's not cool. Yeah, that's bringing your own shit into it. This is business, okay? And people feel great when they invest in themselves. By you not offering clients a year package or 6 months or something of a little bit more exclusivity sells, okay? Or else you wouldn't have all those brands like Versace and all that. But by you not offering something high-end or VIP package or a year package, you're actually robbing someone of the most amazing experience. When I invested in my mentors first, like 3 years ago, it was just, I couldn't sleep that night. I was so excited. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy and joyous that somebody would be helping me to move forward into success. And for your clients, they could be so happy to just feel, oh my God, yes, this personal trainer or this yoga instructor or Pilates instructor or nutritionist or herbalist has offered me a year package. I was thinking that next year I'd really like to take care of my health. I've saved up the money. Yes, I'd like to invest. But if you're not offering that, you're robbing them of that experience. You're literally robbing them of that experience. I always paid up front to anything that I cared about, and I invested that money up front because I knew that I would show up and I knew that I would do it. But if my mindset mentor, business coaches I'd had, if they hadn't offered the year package, I just wouldn't have done it. So, the transformation begins actually in the sales process for your client. It can actually happen within that phone call is a transformation because they've made a decision and they've got really clear on what they're doing and they've decided to commit in monetary terms and in terms of time. Yeah. So sales is about inner work up here and outer work, obviously, as well, like the doing. Yeah. But what I'd say is you're leaving money on the table because of your own shit up here. Because of your own thing of like, oh, I'm going to make people feel uncomfortable with my prices, or sales are sleazy, or just let them come to me and let's see what happens. And in the meanwhile, you're not growing and you're not expanding your business. So what I would put to you is 3 things. The first thing would be to join my free group, the Sarah Smith System Community. I'm doing a live video there every single Monday at 1:30 where I go deeper. You can join that, request to join. The second thing you could do would be to send me a private message or click on the link below and contact me about bringing your business to the next level in the next 12 weeks so that I can teach you really powerful sales processes along with all my other 11 systems so that you can have a completely different business in January. You could just completely different year, different whole process of onboarding clients and bringing in really ideal clients that pay you on time, that love what you do and that are coachable, okay? The third thing that I would ask you to do is actually take action right now and ask for a sale. So I would say, look, I'm doing a 6-week or 12-week thing online, or I'm doing a one-to-one thing on the phone, coaching. It's €299 or whatever it is. You pay by PayPal, do a live video or do a post, or email old clients or Instagram or Facebook message old clients, like resurrect old clients and say, hey, how you doing? You know, do you want to get in shape for Christmas, or do you want to feel really healthy for the new year? I'm offering this package. It's exclusive. It's only for 4 people. Would you like it? So who's in? Who is in? Okay. Detach from the outcome. When you decide, or if you decide to try to create a sale, like if you even had art or music or something like that, that you would actually go and put it up on a website and see could it sell. Or if you have a service that you would actually just do a post, hey guys, taking on 3 clients one-to-one online, anyone interested? Detach from the outcome. Do that Facebook post or do that LinkedIn thing or whatever you're doing, or emails, and then leave it. Don't look at it for hours. Let it boil away. Let it do its work, okay? And just say, either way, even if I don't get a result, I'm cool with it, because I'm just going to start to change my sales outlook and sales process. So I really hope this has helped somebody today. I love sales. I adore sales. I love helping people and solving problems, and that's what sales is. And then with that comes the energy that comes with it, which is amazing. So if you're struggling with sales, if you want to get your business, if you have an existing bricks and mortar business and you want to bring that online, or you want to expand into online, and you're sick and tired of all the confusion online and you feel that you don't have time to do it, then hit me up and send me a message, because I work intensely for 12 weeks with my mentees to bring them from A to B. And A is where you're chasing your tail, running around, you know, overbooking yourself, not getting paid by clients, feeling exhausted, feeling overworked, feeling resentful, not making enough money, yeah? And B is a life that you can have where your systems are automated. Imagine that on a Monday morning, that your emails have gone out, your Facebook posts have gone out, your Instagram posts have gone out, and you could be doing your shopping or doing whatever, okay? Clients will be paying you on time and you'll be getting ideal clients, and the sales process will just be seamless. I am going to help you bridge that gap from A to B. I'm the vehicle to help you get there, and get there bloody well quickly, and do it without all this complicated strategies. My systems work and my systems get results because when people invest in me, they're all in, they pay attention, they show up, and they get results, because I also do, okay? So if you're interested, have a look on my website, sarahsmithsystem.com. I'll put the link in below, and hit me up or send me a private message straight after this. I'll be going into my group now, but then I'll be back on today. I'll be dedicating 2 hours checking my private messages and answering any questions that you have about it. So remember, sales is not sleazy. It's actually selfish of you not to offer your services to people, or to offer something a little bit higher that might be a little bit more exclusive, that you're giving them a little bit more access to yourself. Could be like a yoga thing that's for a year, a Pilates thing. Maybe you're going to do some one-to-ones on Pilates as well. Maybe you're going to do a YouTube series of courses and start a Facebook group to keep them all in there together. You know, be inventive, think of it. So again, remember your options. You could hit me up. We could have a conversation about bringing your business to the next level. You could join my free group, or you could just take your own action right now and do a Facebook post, hey guys, and just ask for the sale, okay? Hope that helps. Have a really, really great week. Let's keep smashing it. Life is now. Let's go.